Hey guys, it's Proxy here. Today I wanted to do something a little different. I wanted to do a book update, show off what I've been reading since Christmas time. And I'm not through any of these books yet. I've been a little bit busy, and some of these books they came in a little bit later than I expected them to, but fine. But yeah, let's get right into it. Now, I wanted to first talk about some American history. First of all, we have the Essential Hamilton, Letters and Other Writings. Really, I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. It has all of Alexander's writings and letters. Gets a lot of insight. The only problem I have with this book is that I didn't feel like it was long enough. I feel like there should have been some stuff that explained a little bit more, but what can you do? But yeah, it's pretty well done. It's very light too, even though it's almost 400 pages. But yeah, there you go. All right, these two books I'm very excited to talk about. Jefferson Davis, the Rise and Fall of the Confederate Government, Volume 1 and 2. This is mainly almost an autobiography of sorts of Jefferson Davis from right before the Civil War started to the very end, and sort of explaining a little bit of what happened afterwards with after the end of the Civil War. It is done very well. There's some pictures in here too. A lot of notes talking about where some of these sources came from. It's just really well done. And it gives a lot of insight on Jefferson Davis, his character, what his thoughts truly were in regards to a lot of the stuff that was going on during that time period. It's just beautifully done. The one thing I am a little peeved about, though, is that whoever sent me Volume 2, they put the sticker right here on the side, and that bugs me a little bit because I try to have it so that you can see the title and everything, but it's whatever. But yeah, that's the books on American history that I'm reading for as of right now. Now, I only have one political book, and it's done extremely well. And you don't even have to have any knowledge in politics necessarily. You just need to have a basic understanding of European and American history, and I think you'll be just fine. It's On Power by Bertrand de Jouvenel. I probably butcher that, but On Power, the natural history of its growth, goes over the power of the governments have had over time, going all the way back to the Middle Ages, up to the 1800s. And pretty much talks about how every revolution that happens, you have a more totalitarian system put in place. And just like me, I agree with him that that medieval monarchies you definitely had the most freedom in terms of and just being well off. And there was less corruption and things of that nature. And I might make a video more on my thoughts on it, but if there's one book for politics I would recommend to anyone, and I mean anybody, read On Power. And I don't care if you're a libertarian or a Marxist or a monarchist, fascist, whatever. Please go and check this out, because I think it would be, I think a lot of you guys will be interested in this. Now, on to the religious books that I have. My personal favorite that I have right now is the Arena Guidelines for Spiritual and Monastic Life by Ignatius Brianchinovo. I probably butchered that. I'm sorry. Pretty much what this talks about Orthodox monastic life, and in the monk behind this, or bishop, I should say. He gives a lot of good advice for people that are seeking a monastic lifestyle or going into a monastery, telling them about everything from the commandments to like having a clear mind, and taking everything in baby steps. If you are seeking the monastic life, or just a spiritual life in general, I highly recommend the Arena. And you don't even necessarily have to be Orthodox. You could be Catholic or Anglican, Lutheran, and I think it'd still apply. But especially if you're Eastern or Oriental Orthodox, definitely get this. It's very well done. Now, the second book I got here is Two Paths, Orthodoxy and Catholicism. Roman Catholic Claims of Papal Supremacy in the Light of Orthodox Christian Teaching. Now, what this goes over is pretty much a rebuttal from the Eastern Orthodox perspective against Roman Catholic claims of papal infallibility. Because Eastern Orthodox have always recognized papal primacy, because the Eastern Orthodox have seen the Bishop of Rome, or the Pope, as the Archbishop of bishops, in that sort of sense. So, but what this guy does, Michael Welton, he actually only uses Western saints, Western pre-schism saints, to be precise, which I think hold better ground. And I think it's a very well done book. And if you are someone that is skeptical or is considering orthodoxy, then I would get this, because it's very well done. It's not a long read either. It's about, I want to say, 150 pages, which is, to me, that's a lot. That's a very easy read. And I'm actually about done with this already. I think I'm like 100 pages in, so I just got 50 more pages to go through. But that's very well done. I would say that's out of all those books, that's probably the most expensive one that I take that back. That's not the most expensive one for this month. This one is Orthodoxy and the Religion of the Future. I will be quite honest. I spend about $25 on this. This is probably one of the most expensive books I bought, which may not sound that much to people, but to me it does. Because usually I'm spending $5-10 on a book, because I get everything off of eBay. But anyways, if you want a book that goes over ecumenism, anti-modernism from the Orthodox perspective, what is the Orthodox understanding of UFOs, and how can Christians avoid getting caught up in apostasy, then this is the book for you. It is very well, Father Seraphim Rose, very well known Hierro monk in the Russian Orthodox Church outside of Russia. He was originally I believe a Taoist who got into all this weird like New Age stuff, who ended up accepting orthodoxy. And because of that, he talks a lot about sort of more New Age sort of stuff. He mentions Hinduism in here as well. And he also, I think there's even some points where he talks about young earth creationism, which I personally find interesting, along with Gnosticism as well. So it's kind of it's a little bit all over the place, but I still think it's very enjoyable for what it is. But yeah, if you want a book that goes over all sorts of different stuff that most Orthodox don't talk about, like New Age and Eastern religions, creationism, stuff like that, then definitely get this. But yeah, that is all the books that I have for this month as of right now. Yeah, that's kind of about it. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video as much as I did. But yeah, if you guys like it, leave a comment. Tell me what you like. If you guys want to see more of this sort of stuff, please let me know. Especially if you know me on Discord, just DM me. But yeah, guys, that's it for today. CJX Proxy signing off.